Yeah, not a problem at all.
All right, looks like you got a confusion in the ranks sitting out there.
Yep.
Okay, what's up?
So, confusion in the ranks, and then an opponent casts a saga.
Okay.
So, obviously, when they cast the saga, it immediately exchanges control with another enchantment.
Gotcha. So what happens with that first chapter ability?
Yeah, I assume it's the person who cast it because it's when it enters,
Yeah.
it immediately adds the.
So what happens is, let's say, Confusion of the Ranks is in play, and you control some random enchantment, and I play my saga, right? My saga enters with a lore counter, because of the way sagas work, and then immediately it causes that first chapter to trigger if it's a triggered event for the chapter, right?
Yeah.
And so that trigger goes onto the stack. Now, um, as far as which of them resolves first, whether it's the confusion in the ranks or the trigger, that's going to depend on who controls confusion in the ranks, whose turn it is, all that. Like, if for example, if it's my turn, I'm putting the saga in, and you control confusion in the ranks. The way it works is, your confusion in the ranks is going to resolve before my saga's trigger would resolve, right? Chapter 1 trigger. But at that point, it doesn't matter, because once a triggered ability or an activated ability of a permanent has been put onto the stack, it exists on the stack separate from its source. So
Yeah, that's
gaining
pretty
control of
exactly
that
what I thought.
enchantment doesn't stop me from resolving the trigger that I got. Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought it was. It was just one of those, just another like voice doing it.
Sure. And because someone out there is going to say otherwise, so like some player is going to be like, oh, cool, you gave me your saga, I get the trigger then, right? And you have to explain to him that's not how that works. Yeah.
And it's a confusing enough card.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's in the name, right? It's okay.
Just a clarification on a commander deck I've made, and I need to know.
Sure.
So I'll put it in. It's Jackal, Genius Geneticist. If you see him, because I've looked him up and I've gotten 2 different answers. And I want to make sure I'm playing this right.
Yeah.
So I put him
You
up.
said it's what now?
Jackal, Genius Geneticist.
Oh, this is the one that let's see. You cast a creature spell with mana value equal to its power. Copy that spell, except the copy isn't legendary, and then put a 1/1 counter on Jackal. Okay. Yeah, what's up?
And the copy becomes a token.
Sure.
So if I have like a parallel lives out,
I was just talking to someone about this kind of scenario, not with Jackal specifically, but with copying spells with a token doubler. Yeah. So what happens is, when you copy a permanent spell, whether it's with Jackal, Volo, Reflections of Litjara, I mean, there's several ways to do it, right? What happens is that copy exists on the stack, but you didn't create a token. You just created a copy of the spell. Tokens can't exist outside of the battlefield. So it didn't create a token on the stack, it created a copy of the spell. Now, what happens is, as that copy resolves, it has to have some sort of a physical form to enter the battlefield, so the game changes it into a token as it resolves and enters the battlefield. So it changes characteristics, but it didn't get created as a token. And all of the token doublers specifically say when you create, or if you create one or more tokens, make however many instead, or however it's doing it, but it's looking for the creation of the token, not a token entering. Okay. So it does not interact.
Yeah, because the only one I knew about Ajax and F, I knew created, but this one says if an effect would put a token onto the battlefield under your control. So I didn't know if, because of how it was worded, it'd be different or not.
Right. Let me double check to see if Parallel Lives got an errata to be worded different. Yeah, so the updated text on Parallel Lives says, if an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many. So, yeah, the updated errata text of Parallel Lives matches what everything else does. It looks for the creation of the token.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I just wanted a clarification on, so I know the cut. I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. And then once it started coming together, I'm just like, oh no, it doesn't work that way.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people assumed it did. Like when Volo Guide to Monsters first came out, I had to make a lot of people sad because they're like, "Oh, I'm playing doubling season, parallel lives, or whatever, all these things." And I'm like, it doesn't work. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'd rather
Yeah.
go ahead and get get that fixed and get different cards in and just keep playing it wrong.
Yep, there you go.
That is perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Talon Gates. This is the one. Is this the one that phases something out? I think.
Yes.
When it enters the battlefield, up to one target creature phases out. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. That last ability, pay 4, put Talon Gates of Madara from your hand into the battlefield.
Yeah.
Does that go on the stack? Does that create priority?
So that is an activated ability. It's not the same as playing your land for turn, right? Like playing your land for turn is a special action. Nobody can respond to taking that special action.
Yes.
But an activated ability, which is formatted as cost : effect, does use the stack, right? So
Okay.
if I activate Talon Gates, from my hand to put it on the battlefield, you can stifle that, and I just wasted mana. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that came up the other night. That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah. You have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, sweet. All good.
Okay. You said you had a question about an attack trigger?
Yeah, so stuff like, let me just grab 2 cards. Ashroot Animist and, Helena and Elena. We'll do those 2.
Okay. What was the first one?
Ashroot Animist.
Let's see. When this creature attacks, another target creature control gains power. Or gains trample at +X, where X is this creature's power. Okay. And then the other one is Helena, a lot of partners. That's the one that gives counters equal to their power, right?
Beginning of combat. I want something that has an attack trigger. I guess I can just use 2 Ashroot Animists. If I have 2 Ashroot Animists and I swing with both, does this work the way I want it to? Can I plus this one to 4 and then this one will give +8?
Yeah.
Or is this one also giving +4?
So effects like that have like an undefined characteristic, not a character, but an undefined value, right? So it gives +X where X is, and then insert, mathematical value here, right? What it does is it checks for that value as it resolves, unless it specifically says otherwise. What'll happen is if you have 2 of them, one of them, let's say, like I said, they're both what, 4/4s. So one of them will give the other +4/+4, and so now that one will be an 8/8, and then as that one resolves, it'll give +8/+8.
Yeah. Thank you. It's such a generic thing that I couldn't look it up in the comprehensive rules. It's such a generic thing that I just couldn't find the right wording to do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, though, good sir.
Appreciate no problem. All right, glad to help.
Okay. So the very first one is player 1, player 2, player 3.
Sure.
Player 1 currently has an Archivist of Oghma.
That's the when somebody searches their library, you draw a card and gain a life, I think.
Yeah. That is correct. Yes. Yeah. Now it specifically says their library. Yeah. Now, player 2 has casted a Spellseeker. We don't care what they're searching. We just care that they're searching. Player 3 has casted an Opposition Agent on top of the Spellseeker. Opposition is resolved. Spellseeker is now resolved. So Spellseeker will try and tutor, but Opposition will take over that tutor.
Let's see. Spellseeker enters a library. You may search your library for an instant. Oh, it searches an instant. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Does the Archivist of Oghma trigger?
So it does, because here's the thing. The Opposition Agent controller is not searching the other player's library. They are controlling that player while they are searching their own library. So the Spellseeker player is still searching their own library. They're just being controlled by the Opposition Agent player. So Archivist of Oghma still sees the Spellseeker player searching their own library, regardless of who controls them while they do it.
Easy as. So I was led I was led into wrong information. Oh.
Yeah.
The second question. This one. This one. About 4 of us tried looking it up. I said it doesn't. People said it does.
What's up?
I don't think it does. Okay. I don't have the card for this one. But there's a card called Disrupting Flute.
Disrupting Flute? Is that what you said?
Disrupting Flute. No. Disrupting Flute has named Treasure Vault.
Disrupting Flute?
Yeah, Flute.
Howdy.
Disruptor Flute. Okay, not Disrupting.
Disruptor, sorry, yeah.
No,
sorry.
you're good. As it enters, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name cost 3 more to cast. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana ability. Okay. Alright, so Disruptor Flute.
Okay. Yeah, so Disruptor Flute has named Treasure Vault. Treasure Vault's XX ability, if I tap it and sack it, I said it doesn't, but I could be wrong, is sacrificing Treasure Vault to create X treasures. Is that considered a mana ability?
It is not. So even though it's an ability that comes from a land, and even though it's going to create something that can give you mana, it doesn't fall under the category of mana ability. So mana ability has to follow 3 guidelines. Number 1, it has to potentially produce mana. I mean, so like specific, not make treasure, but the ability itself makes mana. Number 2, it can't be an activated loyalty ability of a planeswalker, and number 3, it can't have any targets, although it can have extra effects. So like if it said, produce 2 colorless mana and make X treasures, then it would be a mana ability. Right?
Okay.
But because it's not actually making mana, it is not a mana ability.
Sweet, I was right. Alright, sweet. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, catch you later, TS.
Alright, take care, man.